Hey guys, this is Scott. I'm here by myself. I just made some big mistakes today and yesterday. That's why we're having technical difficulties and the show is out late. I really apologize. I accidentally saved a version of the original raw file of our show and kind of screwed it all up. But I think I was able to fix it. The problem is that when we're playing music and stuff and we're trying to talk over it, can't really hear us very well. But we didn't have time to sit down and do the whole show again because we got other shit to do, but we think it's okay. So it sounds very different this week, but I still think it's listenable, and I hope you like it. And we're going to try to fix our audio and get things to a semi-normal professional state here very soon. That being said, here comes the Swish Edition with Dale and Scott.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition.
Hey, Dale.
Hi, good morning.
It is not morning.
It's morning in Philadelphia.
But it is it? I don't think it is. It is Tuesday, January 26th. So we're actually recording this on the day it comes out. Imagine that.
Ooh, fancy.
Something new all the time.
The global pop culture phenomenon. Swish Edition with Dale and Scott. Coast to coast. Downloaded in 140 countries every week. This is the Swish Edition.
System activate.
To the world. This is the Swish Edition.
An international sensation.
Downloaded in 140 countries every damn week. The Swish Edition. The Swish Edition. The Swish Edition.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
So why don't you join the thousands of happy people and get a great big bottle of Vitamita Vegemin tomorrow? That's Vitamita Vegemin.
Oh, Lucy. I love Lucy. Doesn't everybody? How are you doing today?
Oh, okay. Rainy.
We had snow last night.
I know. There's not anything left, though.
No. So now it's all covered up with rain.
Yes.
Not fun.
Cold and wet and rainy.
And now we have nothing but mud for our dogs to play in.
Right.
Love it. Hey, I forgot to mention this last week. We talked a lot about Betty White turning 99 last week. But last Tuesday, when our last episode came out, it was Dolly Parton's 75th birthday.
Wow, wow, wow.
So I want to wish her a happy birthday.
There actually is a great interview with her and Leslie Jordan that's floating around online.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They just chat about with each other.
He's done that several times. He's gotten on the phone with some actual big celebrities and had conversations.
I think it's definitely on YouTube. You just got to find it.
He is hilarious, and she is probably the nicest, most well-liked person in the world.
Yeah.
And she doesn't look 75.
No.
Of course, she's had a lot of work done here and there.
Hey, that's what gets this job done.
That's right. You going to have work done someday?
Why don't you mess with perfection?
That's pretty funny. Another birthday to note. Did you know Wikipedia just turned 20 years old?
Why does it seem like it's older than that?
And I use it almost every day. They say that there's been over 1 billion edits to the website.
It's cool how it works because anyone can go and make an edit.
I actually threw a couple bucks their way recently. They had a big campaign. You know, it's totally free for us to use.
Totally
so they rely on people, you know.
It's pretty cool. If you get the iOS app, you can set it to give you a on this day little blurb, and they just pick a random article of something that happened on this day.
It's very fun, and I think it's kind of fun when I log into Facebook every morning and it gives me a little reminder of something I posted on this day, 6 years ago,
just
or
like
8 years ago,
except something notable has happened.
Right. Well, mine certainly wasn't notable. Oh, my goodness. A big thing that pretty much took over the airwaves this weekend. Larry King died at 87 years old. He lived quite an amazing life. They said he did over 50,000 interviews.
Or 50,000 hours. Is it 50,000 interviews?
I thought it was 50,000 interviews, but I don't know.
No, I can't remember. But anyway, he holds a Guinness record for the longest show on the same network with the same host in the same time slot.
Exactly. His CNN show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty amazing.
Keep track of that.
And everyone came out this weekend to share their photo or interview with Larry, and everyone was on that show, literally.
Yeah.
Except for us.
Trump was on there.
Many times, and Trump was also a guest host. Yeah. Pretty neat. Pretty great, amazing career he had.
Neato.
And he started in radio.
He did.
So there is a chance for us. We've also interviewed scores and scores of people.
Scores and scores and scores and scores.
You know, you just mentioned Trump. It's kind of funny. They were talking about this weekend a lot about President Biden redoing the Oval Office. That was all done very quickly on Wednesday morning before one left and the other one arrived, and it was all redone to his specifications.
Right.
They took out the Diet Coke button. It was literally
so funny.
It was. Did you see the picture of it? It's a wooden box. It's about 8 inches long, maybe 5 inches wide. It looks old, and it has a button on it. Yeah. It doesn't say anything. It's just a little red button. President Trump used it to order a Diet Coke. So within a few minutes after he presses the button, a waiter came in with a Diet Coke.
I'm trying to think of what my red button would summon. What would I want frequently enough to require a button?
Well, apparently, Lyndon B. Johnson was the first president to use this particular button, or maybe it worked the opposite way because it was used to warn him when the first lady was on her way to the Oval Office.
So maybe they reversed it. They put the switch out
in the other room.
And he got like a little flashlight or a sound or something.
Barack Obama also used the button, but he used it to order tea for his guests.
Oh,
so it's kind of fun.
I like it. What would your button summon?
My button, gay porn. No, that's not right. You wouldn't want to do that in the Oval Office.
No. I think it'd be like some sort of candy or something.
Well, you know, I love my club soda in an 8-ounce glass
Listerine
bottle.
strips.
That's right. Those are my 2 must-haves all day long. I go through a lot of club soda, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's got to be in a glass bottle.
Between the two of us, we drink a whole lot of club soda.
We really do. We make it ourselves with our soda stream, and I have to have my Food Lion club soda, and it's a 10-ounce bottle.
And if you can get it open, it's a pretty good club soda.
I literally have to use a rubber
and a wrench
glove to get it open. They put the caps on so tight.
Oh God!
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is probably the first time we've ever talked about sports on this show, but it's notable. The 55th Super Bowl is going to be played a week from Sunday on February 2nd on CBS. And the reason I brought this up is because it's the first time that one of the teams will be playing at home.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's never happened before in the 54 previous incarnations of the Super Bowl.
It seems like they should move it just so it's fair.
Well, they pick the stadium where it's going to be several years in advance.
Well, they should pick a B, like a site B. Because they certainly know, when they know, maybe they don't have enough to plan. Maybe things have already in the works.
So you think Tampa Bay has a home team advantage?
Yeah, there wouldn't be a thing called home team advantage if there wouldn't be one.
Yeah, but guess what? If you're a betting man, which I know you are, it turns out that the Chiefs have a 3-point advantage, according to the statisticians. So even though Tampa's at home, the Chiefs are expected to win.
Well, the sad part about this whole thing is our bar is not going to be done in time for this event.
I know, we've been working very hard and almost daily getting
Something's happening daily down here.
Yeah, our amazing basement. It's really cool, guys. It's almost 2,000 square feet of basement space.
It's huge.
We've got an arcade area with video games and skee ball.
And out of the 2,000, would you estimate that 1,200-ish is usable space because the rest of it is storage?
Yeah, we have a lot of storage down here. Plus, we have our podcast room and a bathroom.
So that's a lot of space to
really cool
do what we want
bar.
And to entertain.
Exactly. It's all painted dark blue. It's really neato. It's very cool. So going around, you guys, we don't even need to talk about this because you all know about it.
I'm not a meme guy, but I'm loving these.
Bernie Sanders is everywhere, sitting with his mask and his mittens. The creator of those mittens was on CBS This Morning the other day.
Yeah, and do you know that the one thing that I have not seen that I thought I would have seen earlier is, or maybe I missed it, is a what's that Tom Hanks movie?
I don't know.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Like sitting on the bench.
Forrest Gump,
where he's sitting on the bench where that line comes out. Like, where's that?
So you really don't think that Bernie is sitting next to Tom Hanks on that bench? I'm sure it's out there.
I haven't seen it.
And if it isn't, whoever's listening to this can create it right now. There's several websites that have popped up where you can add your own Bernie to your picture. And, look at here, Dale. Here's a picture of you and me with Bernie standing in our front yard.
I think you should make this the album art for this episode.
Should I?
Yeah, and just put Swish Edition on there somewhere, but that should be the cover art.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's cool.
He's everywhere. And apparently he's getting a kick out of it, although he thinks it's too much. He's seeing these. He's seeing them just like everyone else is.
I read somewhere that he's...
Hey, wait, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't start it.
He's selling T-shirts.
Oh, okay, sorry. He's selling a T-shirt of himself.
With him, and then his signature is underneath of it.
Well, why not?
I mean, would.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Capitalize on the moment.
Right.
I hope the money goes to charity, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not to his bottom line. Is he still? He's still a senator, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I wonder if he'll run again. How many times can you run for president? Is there a limit?
There should be an age limit.
There should be an age limit and a how many times you can run limit.
Right.
I wanted to bring this up because I didn't know it was a thing. You told me this, so I started doing it.
I didn't know it was a thing either until I became an owner of one.
All right. So Dale and I own a Jeep Wrangler. It's a Rubicon.
Yeah.
Just got it last fall. It's black with red accents. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
What happens when a Jeep Wrangler owner is driving down the road and another Jeep Wrangler is coming towards them?
Yeah, and
they wave at each other.
Yeah, they wave, and it took a while because it'd be driving it, and I was like, "What in the hell are all these people doing? Why am I getting all these waves?" Yeah. But it's a thing. It's what you're supposed to do, and it's only for Wranglers, not any other Jeep. It's Wrangler
just a
Wrangler. Yeah.
Did you see you ran an errand this morning? Did anybody wave at you?
I passed two.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I probably passed Jeeps a lot of time before this, but now I feel like I'm on the lookout for them.
Right, exactly.
Purposely, so I can get my hand ready.
Right.
Because it's rude if you don't do it.
You got to get your hand ready. Well, I drove out the other day with the Jeep and waved to two people, and they waved back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
And you don't drive it that often, so it's something you have to kind of remember to do.
No, I mean, I usually drive my Ford Expedition, and guess what? Expedition people don't wave at each other. They don't give a shit.
No.
Speaking of cars, another anniversary, the DeLorean, the famous DeLorean from Back to the Future fame, is now 40 years old. It came out 40 years ago. Isn't that crazy? 1981, I think, was the year it came out, which would make sense since it's 2021 now.
Yeah.
There's a rumor flying around that an Italian company has bought the rights to DMC and may be coming out with a new revised version of the DeLorean.
I think that's fun.
I've got a picture here, which I'll put up on our Facebook page, that of them kind of, what would you say, teasing the idea, maybe.
It's very shadowy.
Yeah.
And you can see the iconic doors open.
The gull wing doors that open up.
But that's pretty much all you see.
Right. And then there's a glowing DMC logo in the front, which the original did not have. I just hope it has a flux capacitor inside. Flux capacitator? Is that what it's called?
Flux
something.
I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of that show.
Stop now. That's just ridiculous. Everyone loves Back to the Future, and they will watch it every day if it was possible.
No.
Everyone. What kind of sense do you make? None. Hey, I looked up some information. I thought this was really interesting because of who is at the top of the list and who's at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
So UHaul, UHaul, the moving truck company where you can rent a van to get your shit from point A to point B.
Yeah.
They put out the list of the top ranked migration growth states in the country.
Wow.
So this is based on who is renting a truck in one location and dropping it off in another for a move, like a home or apartment move.
Right.
So the number one place that this happened in 2020 was Tennessee.
Wow.
Most of Tennessee is growing. People are moving there.
I would move there.
The number 50 is California. Because as we know.
But look at the previous years, 49. It just keeps declining. Well, it can't go any further down.
Right. Couldn't go any further down. People are leaving California in droves, as we know, because of taxes and natural disasters.
Yeah.
And where they're moving, the top 10 are, in order from 1 to 10, Tennessee, Texas, Florida, Ohio, Arizona, Colorado, Missouri, Nevada, North Carolina, and Georgia. Who the fuck's moving to Ohio? Ohio's number 4?
I don't know.
Nobody moves to Ohio on purpose. Our friend Melissa left Ohio to go to Florida.
That's number 3 on the list.
So
and that was previously number 1. I wonder what makes Tennessee so hot right now.
Yeah, Florida.
That went from 12 in 2019
all the way up to number 1.
Place.
Tennessee is popular.
Yeah.
I looked down here to see where Washington, D.C. was, where we used to live for a dozen years. It's down at number 38 for 2 years in a row. There's 50 on this list. Washington, D.C. is 1, which means there's 1 missing. Which state can you not drive a U-Haul to? There's your trivia question.
Yeah. I mean, I guess because Alaska's navigatable.
It's Hawaii. Yeah, we actually have a friend. Our friend Carlos drove to Alaska.
Yeah. I mean, you have to drive out of the country and then come back in, but
that's true.
Get there.
That is true. Anyway, there you go.
Because you're in it. It's like very tiny. Like you're in it for like maybe a mile and then you're back in the country.
No.
Why couldn't you just build a bridge?
What are you talking about?
Going from
like
Seattle to Alaska.
No, it's many hundreds, if not 1,000 miles up to Alaska.
I know that, but
through Canada.
But from the border. You're not driving 1,000 miles in Canada before you get to Alaska.
Yeah, I think you need to look at a map. Alaska's really up there. It's not a mile. Where did you get that idea?
Shut up. Move it on.
Do you want me to pull up a map on my phone?
Nope.
Saturday Night Live news, just a little bit. I'm excited about this because our friend, he's not our friend, but Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek, which we're still watching. What are we in, season 4 now?
We just started season 4.
We've been binging it, y'all. Like at least a couple episodes a day.
Yeah.
He is going to be hosting for the first time Saturday Night Live on February 6th. That's Super Bowl weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the one after that. I don't know.
Yeah, afterwards, because that's February 2nd.
Then John Krasinski from The Office fame, he is going to be hosting this coming Saturday, January 30th. And then another first-timer, Regina King from Watchmen and 227 and all those great shows.
Yeah.
She's hosting on February 13th. Fun.
Did you even because you're going to set a season pass.
I should, because I haven't been watching lately, just because it's so blah lately. But I would watch it for definitely Dan Levy. He's funny as shit as David.
Because I want to see
David.
that. Yes. Well, that's his sister, but I want to see what skits he gets himself involved in, and maybe they'll do a Schitt's Creek thing.
They have to. Yeah. I mean, they won all the awards last year. They went out on top. That's
because I believe his most recent thing is Happy Season. That
don't know what that
Christmas Netflix show.
Oh yeah, I saw that, the lesbian one.
Happy Season.
It was okay.
Yes.
It was a lesbian Christmas movie.
Yeah.
On I don't know what.
Netflix.
It was on Netflix, Dale.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Netflix, Dale.
Dale.
Ew, Dale.
You got to have someone's name with 2 syllables.
Ew, David.
Right. It's got to have at least more than one.
Oh my God, I love that show so much. There has to be a Schitt's Creek movie.
Yeah.
Please make a movie.
Well, we don't know how it ends yet.
No, we don't. Do they get all their money back? We don't know.
Or do they end still in the motel? So maybe
don't tell it. Don't spoil it for us, people.
We don't know.
Don't write in. Don't comment. Yeah. We don't want to know.
We'll be there. We'll know by maybe next weekend.
Maybe a little more. Well, because we're not going anywhere anytime soon. We are locked down because we were exposed. People exposed to some COVID people. So
COVID.
We're not allowed to leave our house. Well, we can leave. We just can't get out of the car.
Yeah.
So we just drive around. Alec Baldwin, who was playing former President Donald Trump for the entirety of Trump's term, has retired his impersonation, which is probably good. We don't need to see any more of that. The current president and vice president are being played by Alex Moffat and Maya Rudolph. Maya Rudolph does a really good Kamala. Yeah. I have not seen Alex Moffat do Biden. I don't know how you do Biden. Jim Carrey tried to do it, and it was just kind of blah. Biden doesn't really come across to me as someone who there's not much that you can do, really.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not unique enough for that. For an impersonation.
He hasn't done anything like mocking that you can mock him for yet.
We had so many good ones over the Sarah Palin was easy to do.
Know.
Obviously, Trump was easy to do.
Sarah Sanders was on SNL. Well, they did a skit about her.
Right. Oh my God, Sarah Sanders is Sarah Huckabee Sanders is running for governor of Arkansas, and everybody believes she's a shoo-in because Arkansas, backwards.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have any Arkansas listeners, but I'm sure we do.
It's funny because I look at podcast stats and it's all the coast stuff. There's never anything in the middle.
Yeah. It's only liberals listening to our show.
Right.
No flyover states.
I get the coast. I do East Coast, West Coast, and I get, there's some Texas in there. It's just the whole middle section is, do they get podcasts in the middle of America? Maybe it's not available.
There are no podcasts in the flyover states.
Oh, God.
I know that I talk about this until I'm blue in the face, but I talk about the James Bond all the time because... And the last time we talked about it, I told you how they were, trying to shop the movie out to the streamers for $600 million. And no one's going to pay that. Well, now it's official. It has been pushed back to October 8th, 2021. They want it in theaters because they want to make that money. It jumped from April 2020 to November 2020 to April 2021. And now October.
It's still a big bet, though.
Yeah. Another one is A Quiet Place 2. Talk about John Krasinski. He stars in it and directed it. The second movie is being pushed from April, and now it's going to come out in September 17th. That movie was made, Dale, for $17 million, and it made $340 million at the box office.
So do you blame them for pushing? They could certainly.
That's why they're doing it back. They want to make those bucks.
I haven't seen it.
No, me either. The Quiet Place doesn't interest me, but I probably...
Is it scary?
I don't know. I like some scary stuff, David, but not all of it.
Well, I will tell you, and there's no date yet, but I'm hoping that this is the year they don't push it back again, is the new Ghostbusters. I believe it's pushed through the summer. It's done. Yeah. They've been pushing it back because them too want to have it in theaters.
They do want it in theaters. Yeah. That's right. Of course. Crazy. So
I hope it's this year because I want to see it.
We were talking before. This is not on the script, but I just saw a commercial for it today. I didn't even know that this was a thing. There is a primetime celebrity edition of The Price is Right.
Yeah.
And it's on Wednesday nights. We don't watch broadcast TV. That's why we don't know about any of this stuff.
But we do know about it because it's saved in my Apple TV queue.
I haven't seen it.
And we've watched one.
Was I drunk?
Maybe, because I certainly didn't add it to the queue. You did, and I remember watching one, and I know there's more because it's moved itself from the end to the...
I'm not talking about Wheel of Fortune. I'm talking about Price is Right.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a Price is Right one. Anyway, I think Snoop Dogg's going to be on this Wednesday, tomorrow.
Hey. All right, I'll look it up and I'll add it to our queue.
It's been on a couple times already.
Because the Wheel of Fortune one was fun.
It was fun.
That had the girl from the supermarket sweep.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. We don't care what her name is, Dale. America's Most Wanted is coming back to TV. This should make you excited.
Does it?
Don't you love shows like this?
Not America's Most Wanted.
All right. Well,
only because whatchamacallit wasn't a great host. I found him boring, and I don't know.
Yeah, but he invented it.
He did. And he's still on his son is doing it, or was doing it. He took over for him.
Not anymore. Now it's going to be ABC News anchor Elizabeth Vargas, who kind of lost her throne when she had all of her drinking problems.
Yeah.
So now she's going to be the host of America's Most Wanted. It originally ran on Fox 25 seasons from 1988 to 2011. Then it had a short run on Lifetime in 2012. That might have been when it was Dude's son, maybe. But the show has helped capture over 1,000 criminals, including 17 people on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, and returned 43 missing kids to their families. So that's a good show. That could do good stuff like that.
Yeah. I like the longer form. Pick a story.
Yeah.
Go with it.
You want the whole thing.
Yeah.
I can't
These
stand
are just
them.
little bits. And
I've
pieces.
watched a couple of those shows with you, like the shows on ID about the true crime stuff, and I've watched them, the whole thing, and basically they could have told the entire story in 5 minutes, but they waste 45 minutes telling the story. I don't know why they have to drag it out so much. Anyway, that's the way.
Because if you don't, then you end up with America's Most Wanted.
Right. Have you heard this creepy Armie Hammer cannibal stuff?
So I've heard about it, but I haven't read it because celebrity news is not. I just don't care. But it's weird.
As all get out. So
he lost a job over this.
He's losing a lot of stuff over this. So apparently, well, first of all, I want to say this is the headline I read last week that made me literally laugh out loud. This is the headline on Vulture.com, which is an offshoot of New York Magazine. Non-cannibal actor Josh Duhamel in talks to replace Armie Hammer in Shotgun Wedding. Isn't that great?
It's awesome.
I mean, I don't know how they know that Josh Duhamel's not a cannibal, but now I'm kind of excited about this because I love Jennifer Lopez. So this movie is going to star Jennifer Lopez, and it was going to star Armie Hammer. She apparently is one of the producers on the movie, and she got to pick her co-star. And when Armie Hammer dropped out because of these cannibal rumors, her first idea was Josh Duhamel, and that makes me very happy because I like think the two together would be awesome.
I like this a lot. They could be good together.
It's almost as good as her picking Ricky Martin. Why didn't she think of Ricky? They're both Latin-y people.
Yeah, but what has Ricky Martin done as far as movies?
Don't get me started. He's a great actor. He's one of the best thespians of our time. Duhamel is now in negotiations to star in this movie that's going to be shot in the Dominican Republic starting next month. It's a movie about a destination wedding where the entire wedding party is kidnapped. It's called Shotgun Wedding. I think it sounds kind of fun. But anyway, poor Armie Hammer, well, not poor. Apparently, he says that these vicious online attacks aren't true. However, people have been coming out of the woodwork saying that he shares graphic sexual fantasies involving rape and cannibalism, allegedly writing to one woman that he was 100% a cannibal and wanted to drink her blood. He also told another chick that he wanted to cut off her toe and keep it in his pocket so that he could always be close to her.
Do you believe that anything in here is even true, or is he just real bad at jokes? Trying to be funny. He just does horrible humor.
Well, we certainly know people who do and say disgusting things just for effect.
Shock, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, that's going really a little too far. But it made me think, I like having you close. Do you think I could have one of your toes?
Hell to the no.
No?
Tell him my mother.
Your mother doesn't care. You got 9 other ones.
I think it depends on which one you want, because you can't have big toe because that's required for balance. And I can't be an almost middle-aged man falling around all day.
Well, I don't want that little one because it's too small. I'll lose it. I don't know what to do. Tell them what you want them to do this Friday.
Think about it. We'll let you know. Yes, this Friday. It's more streaming binge bum news.
It's the
coming your way.
The 4th episode of the Binge Bum podcast.
Exactly.
All about video streaming news.
There's some fun stuff.
We got some major fun stuff to talk about this week. It's amazing how much information is coming at us like this.
It's that you can't possibly tell it all.
There's so much content. I don't even know. I can't even say. Why aren't we creating a show? They'll put it on. They'll put on anything these days.
You're right.
All right, let's go get our camera warmed up.
Bye.
You're listening to Swish Edition.com.
What kind of sense do you make? None.